rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates.
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets' opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at point guard. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Harkless is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, he's a fighter now, and he's physical, so he'll battle you inside, and Millsap's going to take it right at you. He really forces your hand when you're defending it.
Good on the second free throw.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
Now, here's Leonard. That one goes in.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Over Harkless. And that one hits back iron. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
Now Barton. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Murray surveying the D. Millsap kicks to Barton. 4 on the clock. Over Harkless. And again, Denver, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's George. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Barton with it. Leonard picks him up. Barton, wide open. He fires. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Zubac against Murray. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over Barton. Pass to Harkless. From deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And check out the numbers for George. Coming off a terrific season, he put in about 28 points per, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 steals. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Now Leonard. After Mo Harkless' three-pointer that didn't go. And that one's good. Beverly.
And Beverly is a menace inside. I mean, incredibly crafty at finding ways to score down there.
Harris against George. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. And here's Millsap. Zubac's defending. They get the rebound. And the basket is good.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Now, here is George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Leonard. George looking around. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Barton against Leonard. Here's George. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question, I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Now here's Barton. Fires the three. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Back to Leonard. Barton with some nice D.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Leonard. Denver getting their last shot to go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Denver also making a switch. Grant's checked in. Now, here's Jokic. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
And here is Harris. After the three-pointer from Mo Harkless. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Leonard. Against Washington, he was really on his game. And that one's good. Beverly.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Murray outside. And the pass to Jokic. It's good from long range. Jokic has got 7.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
And George kicks to Harrell. Leonard against Barton. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Torrey Craig comes in for Will Barton. Beasley's checked in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray.
You know, Beasley, the man they call the mutant, had a great season last year. After a quiet first 2 seasons in the NBA, he exploded as a big-time scorer for the Nuggets.
And for Malik Beasley last season, Clark, the points were easy to find for him.
And you know what, Kevin? A big reason for that was how deadly he was from outside. I mean, this guy shot over 40% from deep and was really a dangerous catch-and-shoot threat for Denver.
To the right side. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Williams. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Well, I tell you, Kevin, a high number of Williams' points come from the mid-range. The defense knows that. It's in the scouting report, but he still makes it happen.
Now, here is Morris. 9 points last game. To the inside, Plumlee. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Pass to Mann. Here's Harrell. Pass to Williams. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
You know, defenders like to try to get physical with Williams. I'll tell you what, his strength belies his size.
Morris into the lane. That shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's George. Passes it to Mann. Williams looking around. Outside, Green. Over Plumlee. The rebound by Grant.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George. Mark a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points, and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Outside Williams. He kicks to George. Back to Williams. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now, here is Morris. Kicks it out to Beasley. Denver the rebound. Plumlee the pass to Grant. From past the arc. And the 3 ball is good. And it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
Oh, and over time, Grant has expanded his range. If he's left open from beyond the arc, he can definitely knock that shot down now.
The pass to George to end the run. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
No good from Grant.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Harrell. Grant against Green. Back to Harrell. From deep 3-point range, the shot misses. And the Nuggets going the other way. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Beasley on the wing. The shot. Cans the shot from the wing. And the Nuggets lead by 3. Now George. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Nuggets on top as they end the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league.
Basketball, like passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Green is out there with Harrell. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Williams. And it's Mann in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And that's going to be a travel.
That's their first of the game, though. So sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Clippers trail by 3. Left side, George. The 3. Denver grabs the miss.
You know, after making 1-3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Williams against Plumlee. Williams dishes to George. The 9-foot shot. Count it. Good. George has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Clippers.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
Now, here is Morris. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. And George kicks to Williams. Beasley with the steal. By himself. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Denver, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Leonard, he's checked in for Jermichael Green. And then for Denver, Martin's checked in for Torrey Craig. And Harris subbed in for Malik Beasley. Barton trying to get open. Murray, good. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Harrell finds Williams. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's 6 points for Leonard.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And stolen by Williams. And here they come for the finish, and Harkless slams it in.
Man, love the anticipation of Williams there. The quick hands jump-started the fast break with that pilfer.
Murray outside. And stolen by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Great open look there. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
3-pointer, Barton. The Clippers grab the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Now here's Harkless. D right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard from deep, three-point land. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the three balls? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name in the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Now here's Leonard following the miss by Jokic. And that one's good. Beverly.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Martin from outside. Here's Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, over time, Millsap has added different things to his game. And you know what I like about him most is he quietly goes about his business in a professional manner.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 12. Pass to Harkless from deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. Millsap's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Fires it up. And another miss by Denver. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Lets the 3 fly. It's not going to go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Zubac, the pass to Williams. Back to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Passes it to Zubac. Here's Harkless. Bangs home the trifecta. Harkless has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Murray against Beverly. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night. Los Angeles leading by 9. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Harkless kicks to Williams. Rebound by the Nuggets.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Jokic against Leonard. Jacks up a 3. The shot off that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Barton outside. Now the pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target with his 3. Clippers leading by 9. Beverly dishes to Williams. The tray. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. Up top, Zubac. Millsap covering. Leonard from deep, three-point land. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. That's tipped. Harkless with it. Now guarded by Barton. Right side, Leonard. Beverly with the ball. 8 points for him. Pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. Leonard on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Zubac kicks to Harkless. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 9. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Over Williams. Jokic, no good. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And let's check out the stats for Gary Harris. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Now here's Leonard following the miss by Jokic. Man. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Nuggets trail by 9.
Well, the Nuggets were a surprise team to many last year, but they look poised to be good for a long time.
I could not agree with you more. They were the youngest team in the Western Conference, guys, in terms of the playoffs. And they've got a solid salary cap situation. This could be the start of a golden age for the Nuggets, pun intended.
And here's Beverly after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. Leonard against Barton. Back to Harkless, and Leonard has it in the corner. Fader on the way. He gets that one. Leonard's got 14 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Pass to Jokic. Now, here is Morris. Murray outside. Another 3 for Denver.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch-and-shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
Now, here's Beverly. And there's the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the rejection by Zubac.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
Drills it from outside. He's got 17.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And here is Murray. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Can't get it to fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good-size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates start getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second quarter went their way, all the way, as they raced to the lead and stretched their advantage to 8 points by the halftime break. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team, keeping those turnovers down. That's the big factor.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So on the floor for Denver. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Leonard from deep, three-point land. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 8. To the wing right side. And here's Millsap from the arc. Offensive rebound. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Wide open look here for Murray. That 3 off the mark. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard inside. Barton defending. And a deep 3 from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game. Murray, the pass to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. From the arc. Here's Millsap. Bank shot, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's Beverly. He's got 8. Pass to Leonard. A fader. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Barton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Murray outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wants to get it to Harkless and does.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And again, Denver no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 10. To the paint, here's Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. George with no one around. From outside, off the mark. Denver shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top
defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Jokic. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to George. Now here's Leonard. Looking to get back on track here. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And that's 19 points for Kawhi Leonard. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Green comes in for Harkless. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Denver, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Torrey Craig comes in for Will Barton. And it's Beasley in for Gary Harris.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Bounce pass from Williams. For three. Traps in the tray. Williams has got 9 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Beasley outside. Kicks it to Murray. Nice D from Williams.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Leonard draws the double. Passes to Williams. To the inside. And here is Harrell. The three from George. Leonard the pass to Harrell. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Leonard gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is